Hi. Almost everyone watches me without a subscription. Please support my channel with a subscription. I try for you. Thank you.
Story 1. Aita for bailing on a trip with my mother because she called my uncle to come along without telling me. To give a little bit of context, since I'm 18, me and my mom make a vacation trip that happens every year, and it's sort of our little tradition. I left her house when I was 22, but we stayed in touch and kept a very good relationship. We still travel every year, and it became even more special now because we don't get to stay together as much as we used to, so we used this time to be together. 2 years ago, two of my father's aunts asked where we were going on vacations that year, and they would tag along because our trips look like fun. We are caught by surprise, but my mother gives them the whole itinerary. They end up tagging with us the whole trip and being a nuisance, asking me to carry things around. They don't speak English and don't even try, so they order me around so I get stuff done for them. It was the worst experience, but eventually ended, and we joked that would never have other people come along. Last year, my uncle, her brother, asked if he could travel with us on our next vacation because it looked fun. Yeah, you know where this is going. This time it was worse. We get individuals' rooms, but this time I had to share the room with my uncle so he could save some money. I live alone, so I'm not used to share a house with someone, even worse a room. Same communications issues and some personality ones. They end up fighting from time to time. Siblings, you know, right? By the end of the trip I told my mother that it's okay if she wants to travel with whoever she wants, but I'm not up to it and would pass next time. This year we are planning a cruise trip and sometime in Europe. On Thursday she told she had paid her part on the travel agency and I could send them the money to cover my part. When I talked to them, they asked if I'm a non or an aunt's uncle. My mother had invited my uncle to travel with us again. After knowing that, I said that something came up and would call another day to finish the payment. Today I called my mother and told her that I'm not paying and won't travel this year because I don't want to repeat the same experience from last year. She started crying, saying he invited himself again and she couldn't say no, but this time would be different because in the cruise each one can do whatever they want. Am I the asshole for not wanting to waste my vacation, the only time of the year I'm off work and can enjoy doing things that I like or just relax, traveling with someone I dislike? And I feel even worse because she didn't even told me. I found out because the agency guy asked me who I were. Update: I saw that some PPL got confused and said things about mother-daughter relationship. I'm a dude. I don't know if that invalidates the point of my original post, but I can assure my mother-son relationship is very important for me, as much as if I was a girl, lol. So yeah, sharing a room with my uncle isn't creepy, just annoying. Update: had dinner with my mother yesterday and we straightened things out. Good thing I had therapy a day before, so I was bulletproof to her manipulation. I told her, yet again, how I was feeling neglected and that she overstepped the boundaries I had made. She was really sorry, but both of them already paid and couldn't cancel without losing a considerable sum of money. I told her to enjoy her trip and good luck in the trips to come because I wouldn't tag along anymore as long as Uncle was part of it. Again, she cried a lot and suggested that we have another trip in July, just the two of us. That's what I wanted, right? Well, as soon as I listened to the proposal, I didn't quite want to accept it. I'm still feeling betrayed, and more so, the trip that we planned and was preparing for almost 4 months wouldn't be the same. She will go with my uncle and I have to settle for another destination. I didn't say no yet. I'm not that stubborn and really like to travel with her. It's just I still got that bad taste in my mouth, but didn't want to act recklessly. I'm very inclined in traveling with her in July. We'll just sit on this though for a while. Unfortunately, I can't wait too long, otherwise prices will skyrocket. Thanks for all the feedbacks and kind words. Hope this show my relatives that they can't push me around and infiltrate my well-earned vacation. Story 2. OP's best friend is dating OP's high school bully. Just as the title said. I am 21, have a girl, let's call her Priscilla F22, I consider to be my best friend for the last 3 years. Priscilla has seen me go through a lot, especially after my family disowned me for not forgiving my cousin for hooking up with my then-girlfriend 4 years ago. Priscilla was the one to help me through all that, and I genuinely thought she was someone who would never hurt me. But here I am. Last night she was hanging around my apartment and we were drinking. She is not good with it, so she got loose and admitted to being in a relationship with my high school bully. All of us were in the same class, so she knows the kind of things Mitch, M22, I think, has done to me. Especially after my family disowned me, he got even meaner as my cousin was a part of his group. He and his gang of lackeys always physically and mentally abused me. I filed a complaint with the school, but we all know how helpful they are in these cases. Moreover, since I did not have my parents by my side, nothing was done to them and my life was made even more hellish. Priscilla was the only one who kept me together as I started living with her parents after I was disowned. So she knows firsthand what kind of torment Mitch put me through. Back to the topic. I don't think she immediately realized what she had admitted to and went to sleep in my spare bedroom. I was too shocked to sleep, so I went to stay with a college friend. Priscilla must have realized what she confessed to last night and has since been bombarding my phone with calls and texts. My friend took my phone away and I am using his phone to type this post. Apologies for any mistakes. I am honestly thinking of cutting her out of my life at this point. Priscilla means a lot to me, but I just can't be around her anymore. But I don't know whether I'm being unreasonable here. Can someone help me? Edit. Well, I don't know how to update posts in this sub, so I'll just tell you some information here. I have decided to meet her tomorrow to hear her side of the story. I need to do at least that much. Also, I'll answer your questions tomorrow as well. Thank you for everything. I never knew there would be so many people out there who will help me so much. Let me start with apologies and thank you to everyone who helped me with my last post. But to those who couldn't, you can view the story through my post history, I think. Also, this post is going to be a long one, so apologies in advance. Either way, I went to talk with Priscilla the next day to get to know her side, as most of you wonderful people suggested to me. But on someone's advice, I did not go alone. I had a couple of my college friends with me. I didn't know what I was thinking or feeling back when I entered the cafe we were supposed to meet in. But when I saw her, it felt as if she had been crying for the entire night. As Priscilla saw me walking towards her, she got up to hug me. We usually greet each other like that, but I gently pushed her away. I could see she was hurt, but so was I. My buddies took seats over at the next table, and Priscilla and I got to talking. She could barely form any sentences as she kept apologizing. I told her to stop crying as gently as I could, and she finally started telling her side of the story to me. Well, they had not been dating for 3 months, but for a year. Yup. For a year she had been lying to me. And then came the line which most of you said she would. Priscilla, he has changed a lot. You should meet him. Me, really? You're going to say that to me after all he has done? I still have scars from what he did to me. You know this, don't you? Why were you talking to him in the first place? Priscilla, he wanted to apologize to you for all he did, but didn't have the courage to. From then on, the conversation went in circles. He wanted to apologize, the two of them got to talking and all. But she did not have the answer for my one question, why him? At this point, someone walked over to us and sat beside her. Any guesses who it was? Yup. It was my bully, let's call him Mitch. I don't clearly remember what happened afterwards, but there was a lot of yelling, and then Mitch snapped and tried to punch me for making his girl cry. Priscilla was watching it all. I wasn't in the right mind, so the punch hit me. My friends rushed over, but before they could do anything, I knocked Mitch down. Back in high school, I used to be small and weak. But in the last couple of years, I have grown a lot, both in height and weight. Thankfully, my friend stopped me before I did something that would have made me regret it later on. Priscilla was crying all the while, but not once did she try to check on me. At that moment, I knew our friendship was over. I looked at her for one last time and told her, too much for a change, don't you think? After that, my friends and I walked out of the cafe. It was then all the rush and anger I had disappeared, and I started bawling like I was back in high school. Not proud of it, but my friends helped me immensely. The days following the meet were tiring as I was busy moving in with my friends. The apartment I was living in belonged to Priscilla's parents, so I didn't think it was right for me to continue living there. However, before leaving, I called them and told them about the fight and stuff and that I was moving out. They were surprised and reassured me that their daughter will not cause me any issues. But I declined. I was living there while paying minimum rent to them, and I did not think it would be a good idea for me to live somewhere Priscilla could find me. Thanked them for all they had done for me over the last few years and reassured them our relationship was still the same. I could feel it was tough for all of us, but this farewell was necessary. So here I am, living with my college friends who also celebrated my birthday last night. It was an awesome party and completely unexpected too. After all, in all this mess, I forgot about my birthday for the first time in life. On my birthday, Priscilla tried to call and text me, but I didn't reply to or see her texts. So that's all, I think. I'm still sad about losing my best friend, but I know this is the best for both of us. On a positive note though, I was informed that I have been selected for a student exchange program, so if the pandemic allows it, I'll be moving to Singapore in a couple of months. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And lastly, thank you for all the love and support you people gave me. Love y'all and take care. Still using my phone, so sorry for any typos. Update: well, it's been a year and I finally remembered the password to this account, haha. I've been doing good in life, got a job and loving family now. Also, I ended up moving to India instead of Singapore. I'll give the reasons below. Now for the update. As so many people asked for it, after our little get-together, I cut off all communications with Priscilla, but the surprises weren't over yet. After a week of silence, police showed up at my friend's apartment where I was staying. They were there to arrest me for assaulting Mitch. I had never been so scared in my life before, but my friend and his parents assured me it'll be all right as I hadn't done anything wrong. We went to the police station where the officers wanted to hear my side of the story, as Mitch apparently had a witness by his side who reported me. I guess we all know who it was. Thankfully, I had witnesses of my own, my friends, who verified my story. Had it not been for them, I'd probably be in a prison cell or something. Once everything was resolved, my friend's stepdad, he's a lawyer, wanted me to sue Mitch and Priscilla for harassment and for the shiz they pulled at the station. Even though I wanted to, I didn't, for the sake of Priscilla's parents and the love and support they showed me. Unfortunately, it meant I couldn't sue Mitch either, as both Mitch and Priscilla were involved in the matter together, but that incident was enough to make me burn bridges with them. Priscilla did call and leave letters for me, but I didn't bother reading them and burned them out of existence. Sadly, because of all this drama, the opportunity one had to study in Singapore was given to someone else. I was a bit bummed out, as it was the one thing I could look forward to, but what can I do? It is what it is. Unfortunately, it seemed the news of my arrest reached my family, and my mother, against my father's wishes, came to visit me. I still don't know how she managed to find me, but I think she hired a PI or something. I didn't want to meet her after what the so-called family had done to me, but my friend's mom persuaded me otherwise. So we had a chat, and well, let's just say it explained why everyone in my family hated me, the product of an affair. It never occurred to me that it could be the case. But now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. My father, well, I don't know what I should call my mom's husband, is Caucasian while my mother is from India. So I always thought my skin, hair, and everything was from my mom's side. Turns out, it's because my mom had a fling with her ex while she was in India for a year that resulted in her having me. At first, I didn't want to believe it, but the DNA results she showed me didn't lie. She gave me my bio dad's details in case I wanted to talk to him, and apologized for not being the mother I deserved to have, then kissed my forehead and left. She isn't going to leave her husband, and I'm okay with it. It's not like we'll have a relationship anytime soon. I still hate her, and it'll take a lot of time to let go off the hatred I have for her and my ex-family. That said, I wasn't so sure if I should contact my bio dad or not. But it seemed while I was thinking about the decision, my mom informed my bio dad about me, because a couple days later he called me. Long story short, we called and FaceTimed a lot for 3 to 4 months, and he and his wife and my half-sister flew in to visit me at least once a month for the rest of the year. I, then, decided to live with them in India, and I couldn't be any happier. Currently we live in Surat, in the state of Gujarat, and life's been blissful. My family loves me, and I even have a girlfriend now. I'm still adapting to the new culture, and to be honest, I kinda miss my friends, Priscilla included. But after all the drama I've been through, it's better to let go of the past and focus on making a better tomorrow. So that's it. I hope this will be the last thing I'll post here. Thanks for all the advice and help you lovely people have shown me. Hopefully, someday I'll be able to return the favor. Bye for now.